Hi guys, I'm Gasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome as always to our coffee times. Today I'm here with a little quick book tag because I thought this one was perfect in order to give you just a teeny tiny bit more of information on myself.
It's coffee time!
It is called Your Answers Can't Be Books book tag, and I have seen a lot of people doing it, and I decided to jump in the wagon and give you my answers. Now, because I do vlog sometimes, you might expect some of these answers, but anyways, I thought it was a nice quick book tag that I could give you guys and give you my answers to these questions. The first one is, what is something that you own too many of that it is not books? Well, I might have a slight problem when it comes to collecting in general. Since I was a kid, I've always loved collections, collecting like cards, collecting like anything you can imagine. I've always loved collection. I think it's because it gives me a sense of completing something, and it's always pleased my OCD. So I am a huge fan of horror in general, so I do own way too many movies. I do collect horror movies and horror collectibles, and as you might have noticed sometimes on my background, if you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or if you see my blogs, I might have started a small Funko Pop collection. I can even say it with a straight face, I don't know what happened. I started with one Funko Pop that I picked up before I even knew what Funkos were. I found a Funko Pop at a comic convention, and it was the only Funko that they had there. It was the very beginning. It was a gremlin, and I loved it. I picked it up. I didn't even know what Funko was. I just loved the figure, and it kind of escalated to the point where we are today. So yeah, I might have a little problem, but I have been lately focusing only on collecting the horror Funko Pops, so I am not collecting as crazy as I used to. But yeah, I have accumulated quite a few. What is something that you do for fun that is not reading a book? So again, I have too many hobbies. I love too many things, which, you know, it's nice. I never get bored. I love video games, but I rarely play nowadays. I spend most of my free time, if it's not doing something for YouTube and it's not reading a book, I mostly love to watch movies and TV shows. Of course, I need my dose of horror when it comes to movies and TV shows as well. I love going to the cinema. I just love the experience. I love to have my popcorn and coffee. But there's something else that I started doing a couple of years ago, and that has been for me one of the best decisions of my life, and that is lifting weights. So I always wanted to do some sort of sport because I always thought moving your body and doing some sort of sport is good for you in general. But I had to find that specific sport that would really vibe with me. When I first went to a fitness studio, they normally just give you your typical machine routines, or they tell you to go to classes, and nothing really worked for me until I realized that probably I just had to do what some of my action heroes like Arnold did back in the day, which is just plain and simple lifting weights. So I started to get information on lifting weights and what I could do, and I was a little bit intimidated and scared at the beginning to go to the gym, go to the weights room, which is mostly dominated by males, and start lifting where I had no idea what I was doing. So it took me a little bit to find the confidence to go in there. But at the end of the day, what you're doing is you're going to work on yourself. You're doing it for you, and everybody has started at some point. And now it's been challenging the last couple of years because of course we've had lockdowns, so I always felt like I was taking some steps back, but I'm being now consistent with the gym again. I'm hitting my PRs again, which personal record, in case you don't know the terminology, and I am getting stronger with the compound movements. And it's something that really helps not just my physical health, but my mental health. When I go to the gym, I feel all of the stress, the frustrations, the anger, everything disappears, and I'm nice and relaxed and super tired at night, which also helps me sleep. What is something special or important that you have on your nightstand that it's not a book? I'm going to be real with you guys. I currently do not own a nightstand. My apartment where I live now is very small, so I only have a living room and a bedroom, and my bedroom is kind of my office as well, so I don't really have a nightstand. So I don't know how to answer this question, but something that I always use before I go to bed is a chopstick, because my lips tend to get really dry. So always before I go to bed, I use some chopstick. And the only thing that I really put next to my bed are my phone, a bottle of water, because sometimes I get thirsty through the night. So basically those are the only things that I have currently next to my bed. But I don't know, in the future when I have a proper nightstand, I don't know what will be there, so I will update you. What is something that you buy at a bookstore other than books? So I rarely go personally to a bookstore, and mostly it is to secondhand bookstores. So I don't really buy anything but the B word. I have previously bought some bookmarks, of course, if they're special. I remember in London I got a really nice one from Alice in Wonderland that I really wanted, and some bookstores even have Funkos, but I've never really picked any at a bookstore, not that I can remember. So honestly, not much. I think I also picked a tote bag at a bookstore before, but mostly when I go, it is specifically to take old bees. What is a fun gift you received that it's not a book or a gift card for books? So the fun thing here is I don't get books as presents unless it's somebody using my wish list, you know, that I have down below, because my family don't know what kind of books I own or want. So my family, if they want to give me something, they mostly give me a little bit of cash money. And my parents normally ask me what I want. What I always say is nothing, thank you very much, because, you know, there's not really anything that I need. And my boyfriend, he normally gets me collectibles, sometimes special editions of movies or video games that I like, things like that. But he also never really gets me books unless we are somewhere like in a bookstore and he knows I want something, then maybe he picks it up for me. But honestly, from friends and family, I rarely receive books or book gift cards as presents. What is a YouTube channel that you watch that is not related to books? So I do have a second channel where I talk mostly about movies, horror movies. I do some unboxing for collectibles, and I started that channel actually before BookTube, just to show collectibles and just talk about movies and nerdy things that I liked. And I have been following a lot of people that talk movies. I absolutely love Emma over at Spooky Astronaut. She is the queen of horror. I absolutely love her. And I also have been following Possessed by Horror for a long time. I've watched many of her channels. She has 3 different channels with vlogs and stuff, but I follow too many people. That is my problem. I follow people that lift weights because I like to see what kind of routines they do, what kind of meals they prepare. I follow people that talk horror movies. I follow people that have really cool collectibles. So all in all, I just follow too many channels, and sometimes it's really overwhelming trying to catch up with everybody. So yeah, like I said, nearly like everything, collecting, hobbies, I just like too many things. And the last one is to tag some people that I would like to know more of. And since I have seen a lot of the booktubers that I already follow doing this tag, if you're watching it, if you're a content creator and you would like to do it, I'm gonna leave the questions down below listed so that you can find them quick and do this tag for yourself as well. If you do it, leave the link down below once you have posted the video so that I make sure to check it out. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this short video. I hope that you enjoyed the answer to the questions. I try to give you a little bit more of an insight on me, my life, things that I like. So I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a big thumbs up for support, and as always, I hope to see you all guys in our next coffee time. Bye.